Welcome to Knit One,
Part 2,
episode
17.
17.
We're kind of rocky this morning. We are coming from outdoors at my house.
And it's actually about 2-something in the afternoon.
Yes, and it's hot as blazes.
It is very hot, and sorry about the country bumpkin hats and the sunglasses, but...
This is the best place we have to record today.
Yes.
So,
ready to jump in? Or?
Yeah, I know. I'm so out of it. It's like, woo.
Well, I have a few people to say welcome to Unspark People. I got Wombat of Doom, which I love the name. Scarlet Owl, Tanya Crafts, and Kay Willow too.
And also,
thanks for joining friends.
Wandering Peanut.
Oh, all right.
So, some of those people joined me last time. So
yes, I know. When I was watching us last week to do the notes, I heard you say the same people. I'm like, oh yeah.
So, also 230 members on the RAV group. Yay!
Hey, thanks for joining. That's
awesome.
28 people since
last week. Yeah.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Welcome.
Yeah. Welcome,
for any new
everybody.
viewers, welcome to the show, and for any repeating viewers, thanks for coming back. Get your feet off of that.
Sorry, I just kicked the
Sorry. So jump right in onto the dance
you're
card.
first this week.
Yes, I am first this week. I got a lot of things on the needle. I've picked up the Saroyan again.
Oh, good.
It's by Liz Abinante. It's in Malabrigo lace held double. It's getting long.
It's looking really good.
It is. Right now, I'm not about to knit anything because it is just too hot and sticky. So
oh, I know.
I think I was able to do 2 more leaf repeats since I picked it up again. I worked a double shift Saturday, and Sunday I was in no mood to knit.
That feels so nice.
I know, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's gonna
come out great.
Too bad it's gonna pill.
Well, it's Malabrigo.
Oh, like where did I put that in? So that was by Liz Abinante, Malabrigo lace held double, US 6 4mm needles. Working on the spring forward. Haven't done any more of this since Saturday, and I'll explain why. So this is Serendipitous U in the tulip colorway. And sorry for the needle in front. It's really, really pretty. It's self-striping, and I love it. Problem is, it's too small. Now I'm doing this on 1.5 needles. I don't remember what the gauge is for, but if I was to go up a needle, it wouldn't be as dense of a fabric. It would wear through. I'd probably blow through these in one day. So I was talking to Wendy, and we've come to agree that this pattern is just not stretchy enough, although it is. I don't know.
I think you need to stop.
I think I just have to give up spring forward for a little while. And I think I'm going to rip this out into the ribbing and cast on monkey socks. But not right now. It's going in timeout. Yeah. I got a few other things that I need to do.
But fighting the yarn is no fun.
And she had mentioned about giving it away to someone. Problem is every other one of my projects I'm more than happy to give away. Socks, I can't. I'm a selfish knitter when it comes to socks.
I'm glad you're a selfish knitter when it comes to something.
For socks, I am. Especially yarn so nice. I'll give away socks that the yarn isn't so nice, which completely makes no sense. But when the sock yarn is nice, I don't give it away. Yeah, I don't think that's a good...
I know, I can't tell. This could be filming us like you totally can't see anything. We cannot see the screen from here.
I can see the screen. We can see a lot, and I have something crawling on my foot. Sorry.
Oh. I can't see anything from here. I can just see the glare off your shirt.
Sorry. Spring forward. Oh, and I cast on, well, I'm in the middle of casting on for the Iris Mystery Shawl by Natasha Vogel of Crazy Kitty. I'm using Woolpast Sock and Wool in the Unicat colorway, which is unique. But
Thank you, Elena.
Thank you. I'm calling it...
Elena from Germany.
Rainbow Sherbet, like Rainbow Sherbet ice cream, because that's exactly what it looks like.
Sherbet, yeah.
I'm hoping you can see this. I don't know what the colors are looking at, but it's really pretty.
Yeah, it's all sort of like just citrusy colors.
Casting on that. That's in my Hooter bag. Shout out to Mommy Needs Yarn. Hooters.
That's so cute.
I love this bag. And that's, I think, all that I have on the needles currently.
Ooh, okay. So, on the needles for me...
Sorry, I got hair all over the place.
Oh.
My hair.
Oh, I'm like, what?
My hair.
The first thing I have to show you is the Iris Mystery Shawl. Take it out of my stitch hoodie here. so you can see it. Whoops,
Whoops,
there goes my show notes.
Pardon me as I bet.
This is in, now I can't tell you what this is in. This is an Enchanted Knoll BFL sock.
In the treasure chest colorway?
In the treasure chest colorway, which I've never knit with before. The base feels very like Woolmise to me.
Not
it's very
to me.
Cottony to me, so I don't know. I'm not sure which side is the right side, but I'm trying to show you some of the variegation. I love the colors of the yarn.
Yeah, it's very pretty.
I love it. It's like a muted rainbow color. I hope you can, maybe if you hold it up here, you can really see the color. Yeah, I really am enjoying the mystery shawl. I can't wait until tomorrow to see what the next thing is. But this is it. This is how it looks caked up. It's really pretty. And it's kind of given me practice, I think, for knitting with yarn that feels really cottony to me, because it does. I feel like my hands are like dried out when I use it. Yeah.
To me, I've touched it, and to me it almost feels like the Cherry Tree Hill.
Yeah, I've knit with
DK
Cherry. Oh,
base.
I haven't knit with the DK, but
the DK base, because that was the one I did with my Harvest.
It's got a very tight twist, and I think that makes it feel very smooth to me. So that's the Iris Mystery Shawl. It's $6 pattern on Ravelry. It was free if you joined the Knit Along by the deadline, which has passed.
Oh, it was, yeah, June 30th was the deadline.
And I'm knitting it on a US 6 4mm needle. And the next project that I have is Jared Flood's Rock Island.
I'm not going to be able to do this.
It got love this
Yay!
week. I'm not going to bother taking this out of the Stitch Ready because all it looks like is this. And it will continue to.
You've increased quite a bit of...
Yes, this is 41 or 42 repeats of 77 that I need.
Nice.
Yeah, love the yarn. The yarn's just gorgeous.
Is there a right and a wrong side to this? Or
no, it's double-sided.
Okay.
I'll try to hold it up like that. It's boingy. Yeah, I love this yarn. This is knit in Ivy Bramble's Romantica lace, which is 100% merino from Yarn and Fiber Company. And I am knitting it on, let's see, US 7 4.5mm needles, which is one size up from what's recommended. And you can buy this pattern from Jared Flood for $6 on Ravelry. And the colorway is Orchid, which I just love.
It's very pretty.
Colorway. Yeah, it's pretty. So there's that. And then lastly, I cast on something new.
Oh, yeah.
And it is the Big Herringbone Cowl.
Gorgeous.
By Pearl Soho. Put this down here. It's a really long, you can't tell because it's on a short needle, but it's a long cowl that you can double over your head.
How many stitches?
220 stitches. And it's in this really unusual herringbone stitch. If you can see that. I'm doing it out of Malabrigo worsted in the Sealing Wax colorway. And it's knit on US 17 or 12.75mm. I learned from a friend of ours, Starlet Stella, a trick to knitting this. It's really, I started off with 2/17s. It is really hard to knit with needles this big. And the trick is, since you're going in a circle, this is the needle that determines the size of your stitches in the round. So I've decreased to a US 13, which is 9mm on the left-hand side, and it's so much easier to lift the stitches off when there's a small needle on one side. Knitting with two of these was like knitting with two baseball bats. It was really uncomfortable. But this is really just knitting on it for off and on for 2 days. I'm planning on using probably 2 full skeins of Malabrigo.
You'll lose your stitch, yes.
Oh, am I going to lose a stitch?
You are.
That's why I have a stitch ready. This is 2 full skeins of 1 full skein of Malabrigo done already, and I just added the second skein, and I knit maybe 2 rows with it. So it's going to be about double this width when I get done. I might make it a little bit bigger. I have 3 skeins of this Malabrigo in my stash.
Actually, that itself is
pretty thick. Yeah, I want it big enough to wear it like a hood.
Hood, okay.
Yeah, so I'm really enjoying this knit. It's simple. The herringbone stitch is really interesting. You knit one way going across and going around, and then you switch to the opposite direction. It's just really interesting. And you can get the pattern on the Pearl Bee website, which is, I think it's a yarn store. that
Is it free or is it a pay for pattern?
it's a free pattern. It's not a download though. You have to copy it onto. You can see I did mine. You have to copy it, cut and paste it, because I just pasted it like that for the instructions. But the website that the pattern's on is really lovely too, so I recommend that you check it out. And that is it for what I have on the needles.
Sorry, I took my hat off because it was actually making me hotter. Which makes no sense. So, rate your date.
Oh yeah.
I have a rate your date. And you're probably wondering, gee, Sheila, you didn't show the Mountain Ash on the shawl, on the needles, because it is done!
Yay!
Blocked, ends woven in, and cut. There. I mean, this is huge.
It's huge.
And it's so soft and squishy. And let's see, let's bring you in here.
There you go.
That's the edging.
Yeah, it came out nice.
It really did. I locked it to a point.
Yeah,
and
very
looks
pretty.
like I screwed up some of the points, but it's kind of hard to do. I was doing it on the floor because it's so big yesterday afternoon, and I was so hot, sweating.
Kind of like I am right now.
Yeah, I'm sweating right now too. And I'd put this on to show you, but no way.
Yeah, just looking at it makes me sweat a little more.
Yeah. On a cold day, when we're recording again, I will definitely wear it and show it to you again. I am keeping this.
Yay! She hardly ever keeps stuff.
I do need to find a nice shawl pin, and this may be my Ryan back wear, depending on what else I make in the meantime. But for right now, this is what I'm going to plan on doing, wearing. And I was saying, if I had a mother or a grandmother, I'd give this to them with the notion to everybody that it would return to me if it was no longer in use. But since I don't, I'm keeping it.
I'm glad you're keeping it, because that is so lovely. I think I might have to make one of those.
That was by, yes, definitely, Kate Gagnon Osborne. It was using Debbie Bliss Alpaca Silk DK that was given to me by our friend Lara Stella on US 6 4mm. It took me about 2.5 months to make, but the reason it took me that long was because it became more solely a work knitting project, especially when I started the edging, because it was getting larger, and I was able to do 5 repeats of the edging at work. Otherwise, it was just too hot to knit on anywhere else.
Yeah, it was getting too warm.
It was, but I loved it. Would I do it again? Probably, but not for a while, just because it was a long knit. It's a big, it's a big commitment. It was a long dance. It was a slow waltz.
Yeah, a long, slow waltz.
So, I loved it. It was a great pattern. The pattern was well written, and I'm out of frame. Sorry.
Yeah, you're like,
I know, I was out of frame. Was well written, very clear, and easy.
Good.
So that's all I have for future dates. Rate my date.
I have one date, and Becky, I saw your podcast this morning, and yes, it was a little of an unfair contest with Dickie TR and Becky, because I was only having it with her in my head for most of it. I revealed to her that I was trying to beat her, and she had no idea. I'm sure she would have knit a lot faster if she had known. But this is the Catkin. It's really hot.
All right, there's the buttons.
Aren't they interesting?
They're cute, I like them.
I kind of like them. They look like owl eyes to me. Anyway, I don't know if I'm going to be able to see how to button this. You button it. Here, no.
Right by your finger, there's a buttonhole.
There we go. It buttons here. You can button it down. I'm not going to button it all the way up because it's hot. You can wear it sideways, which is really pretty. I kind of like that.
I actually like it with one button sideways. It looks pretty.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. I like it. I got the buttons at Joann Fabric, and there were a lot of different options there, but I kind of like these. They remind me of little owl eyes. And I thought that the little yellow circle in them kind of picked up the yellow that is printed on here. You can see the little catkins.
Right here.
Yep. It came out great. And the funny thing is, I didn't realize this fully until this morning when I was watching Becky's podcast. We both used Botticelli colorway for our base. She's using some Madeline Tosh color, but their colorways ended up kind of being similar.
Oh, that's funny. I'll have to watch her tonight when I'm working.
So, yeah, it's done. I really love it. I actually think I will probably use it. I wasn't sure at first, but I'm kind of
See that
liking
with
it.
a nice tan or something.
Yeah, it's something for the fall. It's very fall colors, I think.
Absolutely.
So-
Late summer, fall. It's kind of like Indian corn.
Yeah, I really enjoyed knitting this, but I wouldn't knit it again. It's really fiddly. But the pattern was very well written. I did determine that on the last chart, you really could condense that into one big chart if you wanted to take the time. And it worked out being okay for me because I ended up just knitting from the middle chart. I kind of knew how the edges were ending, so I only really had to work from one chart. So it ended up being okay, but yeah, it could really have been written in one condensed chart, and that would have been kind of easier than messing with 3 separate pages. Like 2 I can do because I can put one in the front and one in the back of my pattern.
Right, you flip them.
But 3 then you've got this other whole thing to deal with. So that was my only downside to the pattern. But I really enjoyed it. It is Catkin by Karina Spencer, and it is $7 on Ravelry, available for purchase. And the sock yarn colorways were Archangel was the purpley yellow, and Botticelli Red was the red colorway. And a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Good pattern. I would recommend it if you're interested. It's interesting to do color work by split stitch. I've never done that before. So that's fun. So that's it for me on Rate My Date. That's all I finished this week.
Well, at least we had 2 finished objects this week.
I know.
One for each of us, which is good.
That was a big deal.
We're kind of going quick because we're really roasted.
It's very warm out here, and we want to get in the pool, the little pool.
Future dates. So I still plan on doing my scrappy, socky, stripy cardie. I got a few things to get off the needles first. I want to get everything that's on the needles off. Well, maybe not everything. I want to get my Saroyan off. I can be working on the sock, whatever sock pattern I decide to finish. So what else do I get? Oh, and the shawl, the mystery shawl. So once the Saroyan and the mystery shawl are done, I will cast on for the stripy, socky sweater. But what I am casting on right now, and it's because, I will be casting on, is the grandmother's dishcloths, and one in each of these colorways. I have 2, 4, 6, at least 6 of these to do before August 5th. And that's when Zachary's done with his summer school. So I want to get those done. And this is in a beautiful bag that was one of those free samples from Clinique.
Love it.
And I like it because it's got the lining, the waterproof lining in it.
Which also helps from needles poking out.
Yeah, so that's what I'm using right now. And my purple one that has my socks. That's also Clinique.
Those are some nice bags. So if you like Clinique makeup, the bonuses, you could get some knitting project
Yeah, these
bags.
are older. My sister-in-law gave me these a while ago. But I just always store them in my thing. They're perfect size. They're,
Slip them in a purse.
Yeah.
Tote.
The nice thick zippers. Sturdy. So, I'm planning on doing some dishcloths. Because I need to get those done. Those will be quick ones.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, my future date, after a lot of soul searching and agonizing, this will be my Rhinebeck sweater. It is Gawain by Allison Greenwell. Have you seen that?
No.
It's seed stitch, all over
Oh my
seed
gosh,
stitch,
what are you,
so it is a
crazy?
huge commitment. I don't know. I've been toying in my mind with maybe doing that in regular stockinette.
Has anyone else done it?
No, but only 23 people have worked on the pattern, so. But it kind of, it looks like, I like how it looks kind of like chainmail. Go ahead, honey.
Come on in. Sorry, guys.
Sorry, we got a guy getting changed into his bathing suit. So yes, Allison Greenwell. This pattern is available for $7 on Ravelry, and it requires between 1,100 and 1,700 yards of Aran weight yarn. So I have decided that I am going to knit it in Dream in Color Classy, the Dusky Aurora colorway. And it's purples and dark greens and a little hint of blue.
What's that yarn? I'm sorry.
Dream in Color Classy.
Oh, I should have known.
And I have a lot of this, sweater's worth of this, in Dusky Aurora.
Oh, wow.
And maybe you can see this one little area. There's just like a shot of blue through some of the areas of the skein. So it's going to be a dark fall-colored sweater.
Oh, yeah.
And I am also going to modify the pattern by knitting it in the round up to the armpits. It's got a shoulder strap sleeve with the square.
Yeah. I've seen those before.
I have heard a rumor on the interwebs that both Barbara Walker and Elizabeth Zimmerman have published books that show you how to knit a seamless shoulder strap sweater.
Oh.
So I am going to do a little research. If I can find out a way to do this sweater through modifying one of their patterns, I'm totally going to do that. I don't like seaming. I especially don't like seaming in seed stitch. It's a pain in my hiney. I think I will be a lot happier if I can do it in one go. It does have some shaping in the waist. I don't know whether I'll put that in or not. I have to look at the pattern a little bit more, but this has been in my queue for a long time. I just think it's really lovely. And my friend Diane and Oz knows Allison. So she recommended the pattern to me too. And I feel like I can, hi Allison if you're watching, I can PM you and say, I'm a friend of Diane's and I have questions about your pattern. So that's my one future date. I plan to cast that on after the Iris Mystery Shawl is over. And that will give me 2.5 months to finish it before Rhinebeck, which I don't think is going to be a problem. I mean, it's
not
for me. I can usually knit a sweater in a month, so it's not going to be a problem. I just want to give myself plenty of time because that seed stitch, if I do the seed stitch, it's going to be, I really don't love seed stitch. It's a lot of work. It's a commitment. I am still toying. I might do something else with that. I might not do anything in the pattern except for the cables. But that's just the way that I am with sweaters. They have to be the way that I like them.
No, you're going to wear them.
That's right. So that's my plan. And if anybody has other resources where I can find how to knit a shoulder strap sleeve in one piece, top up, top down, or bottom up, I don't care either way, leave a comment in the group or on the blog and I'll check it out. But right now I'm going to be looking at Barbara Walker's Knitting from the Top, I think it's called. And then Elizabeth Zimmerman's Knitting Workshop apparently has one. And I'm thinking of doing the Barbara Walker just because she's more direction-oriented, whereas Elizabeth Zimmerman is more like a recipe. And I've never knit a shoulder strap sweater before. I've only ever done raglan set-in and decrease set-in. I want to have very clear instructions. But, you know, if there's like a blog out there or something, I'd like to look at that too before I invest in another book. Even though both of those books are excellent books. So that's it for that future date. Also, just going to mention the Knitting's My Bag Podcaster Challenge. I think we've gotten up to like 28 podcasters. Oh,
that many? I don't know. I haven't been following it.
You can find the thread in Knitting's My Bag's Ravelry group. If you're interested, if you're a podcaster interested in joining, or somebody who's interested in donating prizes, you can contact her on Ravelry and check her group out to read more about the challenge.
Yeah, I've linked Lois's that thread.
Yes.
Last week and this week, so I've been linking the thread to the podcast. Yeah,
I think it's going to be fun. We're all going to knit a different thing that's been picked out.
Same technique
for us. So that'll be in September.
That won't be until September, so we got a month and a half for that one.
That's it for my future date.
Okay. Precious and Heartbreaks. I'm going to mention the Denver Oyster Make-A-Wish fundraiser again from Lynn Zim.
Yes.
Both Wendy and I are donating. I'm donating a skein of Wool Eyes in the Aquarius colorway. I didn't bring it today.
And I'm donating a pattern of your choice up to $10 on Ravelry.
And the way it goes is you go to her blog, which is knittingtriathlete.blogspot.com. She has instructions on how to donate. If you donate $5, you get that the pattern My Wish by Laura Linneman. If you donate any amount of, how do I want to say this? If you donate $10, or every $10 you donate, so if it's 10, 20, you get your name entered into a raffle for a group of prizes, which is 30 some odd prizes. And it's a really great organization. My son has been helped by them.
Yeah,
it's for
he had a wish granted.
Or, terminal, but life-threatening or terminal children. And I'm wearing actually a t-shirt that I found. It's called Wishes at Sea, Make-A-Wish Foundation. This was, we all went on a Boston Harbor cruise for all the wishes that were granted one year.
That's cool.
And we had a lot of fun.
There's a boot in my
Yes, I noticed they left your boots on. Okay, sweetheart, thank you.
Yeah, do not move. I don't need the truck.
All right, well, go.
Okay.
Thank you. Sorry. Mr. Dramatic over there. Someone's going to beat you to the name then, Steve.
He does not need that shirt.
All right, whatever. So it's knittingtriathlete.blogspot.com. You have until August 25th to do the donations, and she's keeping a spreadsheet. So say, and I got this from another podcast, the Knit Girls actually were saying that she's keeping a spreadsheet, so you can't donate $10 today, you can only donate $5. Well, then the next week you can donate $5 more. She's keeping a spreadsheet of how much your total donation is, so that you will get as many entries as you deserve. So go over there and give Lynn Zim some love, either by just donating straight up or by donating the $5 at least for the purchase of my wish shawl, which I will cast on maybe in the fall. I'd like to do that. That's a slip stitch pattern with color work too.
Oh, cool.
And I'd like to do that. I just have to find the right yarns for that. Maybe I should do green and black. Like find a green that will match the Oregon colors better. Sorry.
What's the Oregon bracelet?
Yeah. I don't know. I'll think about it. So, and my heartbreak is probably the spring forward socks. It is what it is. That's about all I have for the crushes and heartbreaks.
I don't have any crushes and heartbreaks. My crush is the Denver Oyster fundraiser as well.
I'm going to name one more crush.
Go.
We talk about bags all the time. This is the extra large, or it might just be the extra large tote bag from LL Bean.
It's awesome.
Huge. I have in it.
Put a small child in there.
Which we have. When Zachary was little, I have 3 towels in here. I have my bathing suit, and it's only filled here. See? It's still got plenty of room.
Yeah.
This is our beach bag. This is our winter bag. We use this every year. All year. It's just my brother gave this to me for Christmas one year after my little guy was born, I think. And go to llbean.com. They can be, actually, I think they're reasonably priced. I think this was $40. It's got the long handles on it.
You can get it monogrammed.
You can get it monogrammed. I have a fetish for canvas bags. That's my fetish. I love canvas bags. And I love LL Bean canvas bags. They're so durable.
And they have a lifetime guarantee.
Yeah, they do. You can customize it, and if you go to their sale items, they have a lot of inexpensive sale items if you're not too picky or choosy.
Yeah, I like it. We're lucky. We have an LL Bean store.
Yeah, I usually go online. But this is one of my other crushes. Huge.
It's huge.
So, that's my other crush, and other than that, that's it.
Baubles and bling.
I got nothing. She can go.
Got baubles and bling. I'm so happy about it.
Nothing.
I'll put these notes over there. All right, so everybody knows from before that I had the Serena bag from Diana Couture. This is the small Serena bag. I loved this so much that I ordered the large Serena bag, which is holding my big herringbone cowl. Just so you can compare the size. Here's the small one, and here's the big one. You could actually put the small one in the big one. I love it. It's the same as the other bag. It has pocket on one side for your notions and needle pockets on the other side.
Nice.
And this one, because it's so large, it has a reinforced bottom, so you can stand it up. And Diana also gifted me some more stitch hoodies that match my bags. I got 3 more, the medium-sized. And I've become addicted to these
things.
need
to get me someone.
They're awesome. You can get 3 for, I think it's $15. Yeah. She gives you 3 different sizes, but I'm sure if you messaged her on Etsy, these are the medium. They work really great for interchangeables. It's just like the perfect size for interchangeables. And I had these around my 217s, so they can fit pretty much any width of needle. And then I just hook, there are 2 snaps here. I like to hook my cord, my cable through there. And no more dropped out stitches when my bag's in there, because I do that all the time. I really love them. Love the bags. And everything's matching. But now I'm like, you know, I should start on a different color.
No, you don't.
Because they're so cute. I just love it. So cute. I'm addicted to those bags. I can't help it. You took my project notes, so I don't know if I had anything else to say.
No, you didn't. Well, the only other thing you had was gossip and innuendo about you and your mom.
Oh, yeah. My mom and I are going up to Maine. Thank you, because I couldn't remember what I wrote. My mom and I are going up to Maine probably tomorrow. We're going to hit some spinning and weaving and yarn stores in Portland. And there's a reason. I am going to be trying out the Shocked Ladybug spinning wheel.
Oh, okay.
And I'm also going to try out the Shocked Matchless spinning wheel.
And they're up there?
The store that I am going to, and I can't remember the name of it, I'll have to tell you when I get back on the next show. They have Shocked, I think they have Lendrum, they have several different brands. Right now, I'm thinking about getting a wheel, and I'm weighing the options. I'm thinking, depending on which one I like the best, I'm either going to get a Shocked Ladybug or Sidekick, which is basically the same wheel, but one of them is more foldable.
Oh, okay.
Or a Matchless, which everyone, the internet, I don't know, says it's like the best.
Oh, really?
It's like a Cadillac of spinning wheels or something. I really like the Matchless. I don't like the price of the Matchless. It's expensive, but I really like the fact that you get a lot of the accessories with it.
Oh, right.
So that you don't have to buy them separately, because I've been pricing out how much I would have to pay if I bought certain base wheels, and it's not that much different. So I want to look at the Matchless. I want to buy a wheel that's going to be comfortable and can do several different things. I don't want to have to realize 3 years into this that I need a different wheel to do different yarn. I want to try to get something that can last, and it needs to be low profile. Sheila has an Ashford traditional, which I'm borrowing, and I love it. It's very pretty, but it's too big for my living. It's like this wide, and I want one that's more compact
and portable.
So I'm also looking. I won't be able to see those because they don't have them up at the store. But I'm also looking at Magicraft, Susie's and Rose's. But right now, I think I'm leaning towards the Shocked. Have to try them out. So I'm going to try them out, see how I like them. I'm going to borrow Diane's Magicraft and try that, so I have a sense of that. And after I've done that, I'll decide what I'm going to spend my money on, and then see if my husband will let me spend that much money. It's going to be anywhere from $900 to $1,200. Wow. It's expensive. So it's not the kind of investment that I want to make lightly.
Right. No, I hear you.
And I read Abby Francomont, who is the one that did Respect the Spindle. I read her blog. She had an old post that's probably still good. If you go to her Ravelry group, there are links to it, that offers advice to first-time wheel purchasers. And she recommends 5 or 6 different ones. Oh, good. And all of the ones that I'm interested in are from her list. I read the reasons why she recommends them, and so I feel like, I'm in the right ballpark. I'm not going to end up with something that makes me unhappy. And so we'll see how it goes. I don't know when that's going to happen. I don't know if I kind of wanted to buy it before my husband went to China, but it's a big, expensive purchase, so it's really something I need to talk about with him some more. It's not something I'm going to do offhand. That's like a major, major deal. So we both agreed if I lost 50 pounds, that would be my reward, and I'm edging up there. But I don't know. I'll keep you posted on that. But that's my plan for this weekend, is to go look at those stores, and that's pretty much it for my gossip and innuendo.
I have nothing, just apologizing that, you probably can't see us. And
we can't see the screen at all.
And, we thought we'd try something new, and we know not to do this again.
Yeah, I think probably. I'm sweating like there's no tomorrow.
Yeah.
We probably should have recorded in my kitchen, which is later, if if we were going to do it over here, but this is just too warm. Too warm.
Well, the good thing is my husband and I are working on getting an air conditioning in our lower room where we tape, actually.
Yeah.
And he just needs to do some things, so hopefully...
You know, I might have an air conditioner.
Oh, we have one.
Oh, you do?
No, we have one. He just wants to prop it up on the outside so that it's not putting undue stress on the windows. And we put it in yesterday, but we took it out because it's not enough support. So come the summertime, we should be cool, and I should hopefully be able to knit at the house more.
That's nice.
So, but I think that's all I'm going to do to keep this short. It's a shorter episode.
Yeah,
sorry to be fidgeting with my hair, but I am just sweltering.
Oh, and me wiping the sweat off my face.
Yeah, same here.
Dying.
So you can, if you're watching this in iTunes, please just take a moment to do at least a star rating or a quick comment for us and any of the other podcasters that you watch. We really do appreciate it.
And thank you so much for all the people who have left some wonderful comments. I was crying reading them on the phone with Sheila. They're so nice.
We have some fun doing this. And if you're watching this, our blog is knitoneheart2too.blogspot.com. You can reach us on Gmail at knitoneheart2too@gmail.com. We are on Plurk as knitoneheart2. We share the account with a -w and a -s. I'm on Twitter as knitoneheart2.
And I'm on Twitter as knit1wendy. I don't tweet that often, but my Plurks tweet on my Twitter account. Both of our Plurks tweet on my Twitter account.
Other than that, I think that's it. So have a good week. Knit with heart. And again, we're sorry that we're melting away.
And we didn't introduce ourselves at the beginning.
Again?
I'm Wendy.
I'm Sheila, also known as Sheila D37. You know what it is? We were just trying to rush through this because we're hot.
I am melting. If I was made out of sugar, I would just be a pool of water on the ground now.
We won't do this again.
No. Sorry.
Bye.
Bye.
Have a good week.
Knit with heart.